What do you love the most about Persona 5? The art style? The Phantom Thieves? The flashy gameplay? All of that's great, but it barely scratches the surface. Persona 5 isn't about fighting shadows and stealing hearts, it's about embracing your true self in the world that spits in your face for it. Today, I'm going to break down what Persona 5 really stands for. You'll never see Persona 5 the same way again. The Persona Awakenings. Every Phantom Thief has to go through this to get their persona. They revealed what was beneath the mask, pun intended, and embraced who they truly are. When they ripped that mask off, screamed in pain, this wasn't just for dramatic effect. It's a metaphor. It's raw, painful, and messy, but that's what gives it meaning. Growth isn't supposed to be easy or fun. If it was, it wouldn't mean anything. Take Joker, for example. He was labeled a delinquent, a criminal, and was isolated simply for standing up and doing the right thing. It wasn't until he stood up to these labels and rejected them that he awakened to his persona. That's the core of what Persona 5 is trying to teach you. Even when others don't understand you and try to tear you down, it's your job to rebel against that injustice, pull off your mask, and show the world your true self, whether they like it or not. Rehabilitation. Persona 5 uses this word a lot, but what does it truly mean? It's not just something the fake Igor says to manipulate Joker. It's about taking your life and identity back from everyone who tried to take it away from you. This is what the false Igor plot twist was about. Sometimes the one claiming to help and mentor you is only helping you for their own self-interest. Joker rejecting the false rehabilitation isn't just defiance, it's liberation. Rebellion against every adult and system that said, we know what's best for you, when what they really meant was, stay under control. The masks aren't just cool ways to summon personas, they tell their own story. Every one of us wears a mask to survive. Think about a time you held yourself back to fit in and be accepted. That was your mask. The Phantom Thieves use brute force to rip that mask off no matter how painful it is. That's rebellion in its purest form. The raw, defiant act of embracing what's beneath the mask, no matter how much it hurts. Let's talk about the metaverse, where distorted desires take shape and the Phantom Thieves work their magic. But the metaverse isn't just a stylish backdrop. It's a quiet rebellion made visible, defiance painted red and black. Every all-out attack, every ambush, every battle is the Phantom Thieves taking back their identities, forcing the world to see what's under their mask. When Joker says, I'll reveal your true form, what he's really saying is that he'll take the adults that destroyed him and drag their hypocrisy into the light. The art style and aesthetics of Persona 5 aren't just for show either. They also have their own depth and meaning. The metaverse is loud, flashy, and unsettling because it's literally a reflection of corrupt adults drunk on power. Every time you deepen a confidant bond, the game rewards you with the sight of chains breaking, a signal of Joker shattering the labels that corrupted him and the adults that tried to force that on him. That is rebellion in visual form. The game spells this out for you every time you begin a new social link. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. The game is literally telling you, every connection, every bond, every act of growth is another act of rebellion, another chain broken. Now that we've explored some of the ways Persona 5 delivers its message, let's dig deeper into what this message actually means. Real rebellion isn't loud, it's quiet, speaks for itself, and looks different for everyone. For Joker, it's connecting with others, namely the Phantom Thieves, and proving through actions rather than words that he isn't a criminal. For Ryuji, he doesn't go back to the track team that labeled and betrayed him. Yusuke reclaims his love for art on his own terms despite Madarame trying to taint his vision. No matter the form, every Phantom Thief reclaims their identity and lives life on their own terms, defying the adults who try to strip them from it. That's quiet rebellion at its loudest. Persona 5 doesn't sugarcoat rebellion. It's not easy and comes at a cost. It can tear you apart if you don't understand why you're doing it. When you do what every Phantom Thief does, take everything corrupt adults say about you and shove it back in their face, it's not validating, it's isolating, it's messy. In fact, it'll likely be the most misunderstood you've ever felt. This is the part that most people run away from. They want to rebel and still be loved for it. But real rebellion is understanding that you won't always be loved for it. And on the other side of rebellion, the version of yourself that finally feels real. So, you've rejected the labels, you've accepted yourself, and you've told the corrupt adults, metaphorically or literally, that you're not who they say you are. Good job, you should be proud of that, but you're not done. What's left is execution. You can't just say that you aren't what the adults say you are, you gotta prove it. Through actions and taking active steps to become the person that you say you are, day in and day out. This is what Joker helps the Phantom Thieves do in their respective confidant stories. Their second awakenings when you max out their confidants is the moment that they prove, not just to themselves, but to the adults and systems that try to break them, that they're more than the labels that were pushed onto them. That's rebellion in its purest form. Not loud, not flashy, just undeniable. Persona 5 may be fiction, but its lessons and themes are very real. While there's nothing wrong with appreciating the game for what it is on the surface, it's also important to understand what all of it actually means. I hope you got something out of this video, and if you did, send me a calling card in the comments below, and until next time, signing off.